So in section 3, we're going to be learning about octaves. Now, an octave is the biggest interval on the piano between two notes. And it's important to learn because you're going to use this to help you find your major scales as well. So let's take a look at an octave. Well, basically, an octave is just a group of 8 notes. Now, we already know the 7 notes on the piano, A, B, C, D, E, F and G. An octave would just be those 7 notes and then the root note added again at the end of it. So if we take a look at this chart of intervals, we can see that if we move from a C to a D, this is an interval of a second because there are 2 notes involved. To move an interval of a third, we would move from C to E because there are 3 notes involved. C, D and E. An interval of a fourth would be C to F, an interval of a fifth would be C to G, a sixth would be C to A seventh would be C to B, and you can see at the bottom there our interval of an eighth is moving from C to C, and this is called an octave. 8 notes involved, C, D, E, F, G, A, B and C. So we know that an octave is 8 notes, and to start with I want to look at the octave from the note of A. Now I know you can't find an A yet, you have just learnt how to find middle C. The 2 black notes, the white note directly to the left is middle C. To find an A, all you have to do is come down 2 notes, and there's A. But don't worry too much about that, we are interested in the octave from C. We're just going to start by looking at the octave from A because it's nice and easy because we just count up our notes. So we start on A and then we go to B, C, D, E, F, G. There are 7 notes, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Then it starts again on A, B, C, D, E, F, G and so on. So if we include both A's, we have 8 notes, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. And that is our octave of A. And we can do this from any note. If we move up 1 note with both fingers, we've now got an octave from B to B. But instead of it being nice and simple as per the alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, we're now starting on the B. So we go B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Then of course we can move our fingers up again and we're on the C, and there's that middle C we can already find. So all we do is count up our notes, and of course we have to pop the A and the B at the top because they're no longer at the bottom because we're starting on C. So C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And that is our octave from middle C. 8 notes. And it's really easy to see the octave from C to C because there's a nice pattern to help us. As we talked earlier about the black notes, you have a group of 2 black notes followed by a group of 3 black notes. And these are surrounded by white notes. And this is your octave of C. So it's nice and clear to see. 2 black notes followed by 3 black notes surrounded by white notes. And we can see that octave of C in that pattern all the way up the piano. So it's quite a nice, easy way to see where the octave of C is. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So you've learned that an octave is an interval of an eighth. So let's take a look at some of the other intervals that you may come across. So if we start on the C and we move up 1 note, this is an interval of a second because it's just a C and a D involved. If I was to move up another note, this would be an interval of a third because we've got 3 notes involved, C, D, E. C and E are a third apart, and this is a very popular interval. I could move up the piano in thirds. This always sounds very good when we're playing. An interval of a fourth would be another note up. So C to F is an interval of a fourth. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I move up again to the G, this is an interval of a fifth, and this is a very important interval. You may have heard of the circle of fifths. This is a tool, a very good tool that piano players use, and I do talk about that in later lessons. But this is a fifth. If I move up another note, this is a sixth. C, D, E, F, G, A. C and A are a sixth apart. And again, this is a common interval to use when you're improvising. So C to A is an interval of a sixth. If I move up to the B, this is an interval of a seventh. And then, of course, we have our octave, which is an interval of an eighth. So it's just something to be aware of. These are our intervals on the piano. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. And we don't just do this from the C. If I had my finger on a G and I asked you to play me an interval of a fifth, you would play the D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's an octave. Make sure you follow your practice plan and do all of those daily exercises. In section 4, we're going to be learning all about half steps and whole steps.